travel with me. Hey fellow humans, Mina here. Welcome back to another Drive and Talk, and we're back to Korea footage because we finally ran out of Bali footage with the last video, so we're back to Korea. We'll never run out of those. So yeah, it is pretty flower season, so at the time of recording, they're almost turned into regular boring trees. Not that they're not pretty, but I did go out and film a bunch while they were in full bloom, so that's what we're using today, and then we'll just get, regular Korean footage after that. But anyway, today we're gonna talk about a book I read a few years ago. It is called, I'm gonna butcher this name, I always call it Triptych, even though that's not how it's even written, but it's called Triptych. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the name, by Karen Slaughter, which, by the way, it's obviously a pen name, but if it's not, that'd be hella dope, because that is such a cool author name. This book is part of the Will Trent series. I've only read the first book, but yeah. Anyway, this was a wild ride from start to finish. I'm not usually one for crime novels. I think I bought it because I thought it was more of a thriller, but I'm glad I did. It was a great read. However, I admit that I didn't get into the book until part 2. The first part was so-so, and I didn't like part 1's MC, and after finishing the book, I had good reasons not to like him. I love John. I was confused when part 2 came, and it was a completely different story, as it was a completely different story and MC, but it all made sense later. And then, when there were multiple POVs in part 3, it all came together in one coherent story. I love the symbolism in the book's name, even if I had to look up what the hell a triptych was, and how to pronounce it, even though I'm definitely butchering it now. But after a quick Google search, it makes sense, not just because the book was divided into 3 parts, just like a real triptych. Not everyone is as it seems. Symbolism. I love it. The details of everything, from medical to crime and more, was so well written that I felt I have a better understanding of that part of the world that I am not a part of. It was easy to picture every gruesome detail happening. If you are into crime and detective stories, this book is a great read. It's part of a series, as I mentioned, the Will Trent, I believe I said it was. Yeah, Will Trent. But, it reads as a standalone, just in case you don't feel like continuing the series. I may continue reading the series, as I kind of feel like I'm invested in this author's work now. But I don't know, we'll see. It's been years since I've read this book, and I haven't read any others, so who knows? Also, it's a great read despite its page count. I would recommend this book, but be warned, it's not for the faint of heart. How about you guys, my fellow humans? I know this is quite a short video, but do you guys like this type of genre? This book is this is a spoiler-free review, by the way, if you obviously couldn't tell, but it's a mystery thriller crime type of book, and there's murders, and they're trying to solve the murders, but there's so many twists at the end about who the real murderers is whatever, and it really got to me. Like, it was a really well written book. I didn't like part 1. It was meh, I wasn't into it, but then part 2 happened, and I was like, okay, we're this is good now. And then part 3 was like, what? And so I rated this book 4 because it was part 1, just I wasn't vibing with it. And it is like it's got like over 500 pages, which is pretty short, depending on your read, or long. But yeah, it was quite a read. I like the cover, although it would have been cool if they used an actual triptych, which according to Google is some sort of like 3-part art thing. I'm not describing it very well, but I still can't pronounce the name. But this book it still had a cool cover, and I think I probably picked it up not for the title, but for the author's name, like Slaughter. Like, if you're writing this type of genre, it just fits so well. Karen's not spelt like, you know, the Karens. You see, it's Karin. And I don't know, I just really love the name. It's really cool, and it just fits the genre so well. I mean, I'm sure there's editions of this book that do have a Triptych or whatever as on the cover, but in the copy I had, it was like a broken mirror. But yeah, how about you guys, my fellow humans? Sorry, I got a little rambly there. Haven't done that in a while. Do you like crime, mystery thrillers? It's not usually my genre, because I keep thinking I like them, but then I read them and I'm like, okay, this is not usually my type of thing, but I keep going back to them anyway, thinking I like enjoy them. But sometimes they're a hit and sometimes they're a miss, and this one was a bit of both. So do you guys like this type of thing? Would you pick up this book? Let me know in the comments down below. Anywho, that's all I gotta say for now. If you want to keep hearing more about stuff, be sure to follow me. Hi, Sarn. Be sure to follow me in all your favorite socials. Links below. Stay safe and take care. Bye. Sarn.